are angry. It's okay.
I'm not angry. Except when you keep repeating, you're angry. And that shit's fucking annoying. Like a fucking gnat at a barbecue. Just bugging the fuck out of me.
Good. I want you to say, I'm angry. It's okay. I'll process my anger. I love myself. Woozah.
I don't know what the fuck you're talking about.
And boom. Episode 7. Woohoo! As you can see, I finally got the new chair. See this? It's a beautiful chair. I love it. I love it. I love it. I actually got it for Father's Day, but it actually came in like yesterday. They delayed shipping for like a month or some shit like that. But I love it. It's too comfortable. I feel like the fucking the thinker in the Flash, that villain. Like, time is up, Flash. Anyway, that's a nerd alert thing. So nerd alert for the whole fucking episode, because this is the last topic heavy episode, and then every episode is just gonna be random shit. I thought I'd do movies and TV shows since I'm a big nerd, and you know I have a lot of shows I always want to talk about, and you know I have a lot of friends that don't watch certain shows that I watch, so that's what this episode is gonna be about. So huge nerd alert. I actually finished watching fucking Loki on Disney Plus. I love everything on Disney Plus. And yeah, so here it goes, a whole bunch of nerd shit. But I have it in order, somewhat ordered this time, you know. And I think I'm gonna go the route of TV show first. Let's do TV shows. Yeah, I think TV shows are good first. So I'm all into these new all these reality show shits. Like there's Married at First Sight or some shit like that. Love at First Sight. The Circle. If you guys haven't watched The Circle, I'm all in on The Circle. Circle is like a big people get together, they don't meet, and you just judge people off, you know, comments they put on, you know, they stay in their room and they text out shit. And I'm a huge fan of this show. It's only 2 seasons, but the first season I really loved. Second season was alright, but yeah, and I think it's cool. Like, some people catfish on there. I think I'll be a good catfisher. But I love everything about that show. It is, especially the first season. It was really good, and I think not only could that be a great, you know, series to come on, I would love to see more seasons of that. Also, I think an adult rated one will be fantastic of The Circle. I think I want to produce that, and I hope that comes out. The Circle XXX. Yep. So if you see me post something, that's what my production is gonna have. It's gonna have The Circle XXX. But some of the characters on there, if you haven't watched it, see, that's the only thing about doing something like with movies and TV shows. I'm probably gonna talk about old shit because I don't want to spoil new shit. Like Loki, I just finished watching the final episode of that. I don't want to spoil it for anyone, but it was really good. I like that. I like all the shit that, you know, Disney makes, because, you know, I'm a nerd. The Marvel shit, I love it all. And yeah, so I just finished watching that, and I was like, ooh, can't wait to see what happens next, because that's how I am. But yeah, The Circle. The one I wanted to talk about was there was, what is it? I knew I was gonna fuck this up. It's either Love at First Sight. I think it's Love at First Sight. Yeah, Love at First Sight. I saw the only one season of that. I think there's only one season, but it was on Netflix. And that you get two people in a room. They can't see each other, guy and a girl, right? Opposites ends, you just hear their voice, right? And you can ask questions, you could talk, you could flirt, whatever. And for that show, I think I would be a fantastic person on the other side of the wall. Because you talk to a bunch of women, and the women talk to a bunch of guys, and then you see, like, you know, who you're liking based on the personality. And I'm Mr. Personality. Like, if you talk to me on the other end of the thing, I think I would have a lot of people. I'll be a top 5. I'm gonna give myself top 5. I'm not even gonna give myself top 3. I think I'll be top 5. If you just talk to me and you get to know my personality, I think you would like me. So I think I'll be perfect for that show. But yeah, there's parts where like damn, if people didn't see this, but yeah, it's funny because girls end up liking, or guys end up liking one girl, and then like they start flirting with another one, and then they go off, to the other one. But there was this guy called Mark, and he was like this short Spanish dude, but you can't see anybody. So in the beginning, like I guess he was saying all the right things, but anyway, he ended up with this terrible woman. She ended up not liking him at the end. Like that, what they're supposed to do, they're supposed to, at the end, you're supposed to get together. You get like a trip together and all that shit. And she just treated him like shit because she never really wanted him. She wanted this other guy, who ended up being, I guess, he flirted with her all the way to the end, and then he chose another woman, which was awesome because that's what she deserved. It's weird because I saw that series. It came out a while ago. I'm gonna say a couple months ago, maybe more. And like for some reason on my phone it says like Love at First Sight. Look where they are now. So like that's what made me bring that up. And I was like, ooh, I like that show. And I'm starting to like all those reality shows. It's weird. I want to get into. There's one called Too Hot to Handle. It looks like just a bunch of dime pieces together. And when they get together, that's normally fun. So I think I want to watch that. But I was never really a reality series fan, you know what I'm saying? So now it's weird that I'm getting into it. And anything, I'm like all into Netflix. Netflix is killing it right now. I mean, Netflix and Disney is my main go-to shits. But yeah, The Circle, I love at First Sight, and I feel like these are not really guy things. I used to have a friend, right? He used to watch The Bachelor or The Bachelorette, one of those, maybe both of those. So he used to watch that, right? And whenever I was away, he used to talk to other women in the office about it. And then as soon as I got close, he was like, yeah, so American Ninja Warrior last night was good. And I always found that hilarious because little did he know I used to do the same shit. I used to talk about like a girly show, and like I watched, what was the fucking thing, like WWE Divas or some shit. Really not a show for men, but I used to watch that shit. And then there'd be girls in the office and I'm like, oh, did you see fucking John Cena is a prick and all that. And then when guys would come around, I'm like, yeah, and I'll switch it up completely. I'll talk about, fucking Fast, Furious or something. But yeah, I do that a lot. So it was funny how I caught him a couple times and he just switched it up, and he finally came up to me. He's like, listen, dude, I fucking like The Bachelor and Bachelorette. I was like, that's cool, man. I watched WWE Divas. I watched the Kardashians at one point, and then I got fucking sick to my stomach about it. But I was like, yeah. So, it's cool to talk about it. And that's another thing. Like, there's so much shit I watch now that it's like I can't see myself hanging out with the boys talking about it. Like, there was this show on Netflix called Genie in Georgia. I love that show. I can't wait for season 2. Is that a show for guys? Absolutely not. And can I see, hanging with the boys, we're having a beer or something, we're playing pool, I'm like, yo, did you see episode 2 of Genie in Georgia? I can't believe fucking Genie. And this is why, you need to have some girlfriends, I need to talk about some of this shit. And I always find someone, who accepts me for talking about those shits. Because sometimes you get some judgment, like, why the fuck are you watching that? You shouldn't be watching that. But yeah, I can't see that hanging with the homies talking about Genie in Georgia. It's just so fucking weird. And I don't know why it's got to be a weird thing, but it is. So there's that show. What else? I'm starting to see things like I follow a lot of comedians, and I don't know if you know what Jeremy Piven is. If you don't, there's always a post picture of him. But anyway, Jeremy Piven, he did there's a lot of side shit, but he was mostly known in a series called Entourage, which I think was one of the best series out. I mean, I have a top 5, but that's up there. And he played this character called Ari Gold, right? And the only reason I'm mentioning it because they're saying they might bring it back or just bring back the character. And I was like, there's 2 people in film history that if I have another life that I would want to live, and it would be if I could be Ari Gold or Tony Stark. I like the way they act, the way everything about them. I would love to be. And I know they're two separate things, but like if I had to pick, those would be the two. And I would. It doesn't matter which two. I mean, Ari Gold. I loved everything about Ari Gold. He makes me want to go into work and just smack people and fucking yell at no. He makes you want to be at a position of power so you could do all the crazy shit he did. And you got to see it. If you never watched Entourage and you need a show, there's no show. I mean, it's an old show by now, but go rewatch it. He just gets better every season. In season 1, you're just like, okay, this guy's crazy. But every season, he got better and crazier. So I was like, yeah, got to be that. And then, of course, Tony Stark, the way he is the way I would love to be. So those are the two characters. But yeah, Entourage, it's Ari Gold. You got to watch it. You got to watch it. I mean, like, Jeremy Piven's supposed to be a comedian right now, but I heard of comedians. And yeah, I know comedians. And they told me he's not good. So at least he was good at that shit. But yeah, a lot of people are saying he's not good. But also, before I came on here, I saw on TV that there was like this new Rush Hour series came out, and it's coming out, and I was like, oh. And it's funny because like you see like commercials or something, and you know it's gonna be bad, right? There's a comedian that I loved. He predicted. He was like, he saw just like a first 10 seconds of the Cats trailer, the movie The Cats, whatever, off the Broadway show, and he sung how bad it was going to be. He was like, oh, the movie's going to be terrible. And I saw the Rush Hour series. I just saw the commercial, and it was 3 seconds in. I saw the two characters. I was like, this is going to be fucking awful. Whoever picked these two characters and thought this would be good, it's going to be fucking terrible. I just want to watch it just to laugh, because I know it's going to be shit. It's going to be one of the worst series out. The fucking Asian dude, he's probably really Asian. Doesn't even look Asian. He looks like a blend of like Asian, Mexican, European. You don't have to have the character look exactly like Jackie Chan, exactly like Chris Tucker, but fuck, I mean, so off. I'm like, what are you? Are you really Asian? Anyway, and then the black dude, I don't even know where he's from. Like, I had to Google him. Like, they were like, he's from MacGyver, that's been showing from 2016. I was like, oh, don't know him. But it doesn't even look funny. Like, the fighting scenes look bad. Like, super like telegraph shit. Like, even in the commercial, like, I seen a guy throw a punch and he was like, ugh. I was like, ooh, that's bad. Fucking series is gonna be so bad, and I'll probably watch it just to laugh. I'm probably gonna watch it and do some IG stories just to see me cracking up, because I know it's gonna be terrible. Why they picked those two out of all the other actors? I mean, I don't even think, I'm not even gonna try to give it hope. It's gonna be garbage. It's gonna be garbage. Just, when the series come out, just remember this episode. Remember I said it's going to be garbage. Shit ain't going to make season 2. And if it does make season 2, holy shit. Because I already know it's going to be garbage. I think that's it with TV shows. Because, I mean, a lot of this shit is like, my favorite likes. I like shit like, anything like gladiatorial and shit like that. Like, if you guys ever watch Spartacus, I love Spartacus. R.I.P. to the original Spartacus in season 1 who died. I thought he killed it, but I do like the other guy. A lot of people didn't like the other guy, but I do like the other guy. But Spartacus was a good show. They say shit like, I shall ram cock and ass, and and if I could be born in another time period, it'll be during that whole, gladiatorial shit, because I love those movies. Like Gladiator, Troy, I love all that shit. But yeah, Spartacus was good. I mean, if ladies, you want to see male nudity, Spartacus. All over Spartacus. I mean, yeah. I think that was the first show where I seen so much male nudity. Yep. I mean, right now there's that series out on Netflix. I haven't seen it yet, but I'm gonna. It's called Sex Life. And yes, I saw the whole thing, the episode 3, 19 minutes in. I saw it. And does it look fake? It looks absolutely fake. I mean, if it's real, good for that guy. But I think that's fake. I'm hoping it's fake, just for my personal ego. But yeah, it doesn't look real. But and I seen I showed one of the girls in the office, and she ended up showing all the other girls in the office. But I just want to see girls' reactions to that. Live reaction. I'm curious, right? And shout out to all the girls that were saying "ouch." if you responded like "ouch" or "no" or "I don't think I could do that," "I would never do that," I would clap for you. But if I clap into this mic, it's gonna fuck all the sound up. See, I just hit this thing and it fucked up all the sound. But shout out to those women. But the women that were like, yeah, I need more or bigger. What are you doing? Too big. Too big. Guy was like fucking 20 inches hanging. Just hanging. He wasn't even excited, so yeah, if those women are like, oh yeah, I need more, yeah. Can't hang around those women, huh? But yeah, I think that's all I have with TV shows, because I watch the same shit like over and over. Like I just go to Netflix new and see whatever's trending, and I like all the geeky shit like Umbrella Academy. I love that shit. People think it's weird. I'm a huge fan of that. What else? Ooh, Sweet Tooth. I watched Sweet Tooth. I thought that was gonna be the corniest shit ever, and nope. All in on Sweet Tooth. It's a fantastic show, and I just found out Robbie Downey Jr. shot it with his wife, and I was like, oh, no wonder why I like it. Tony Stark, Robert Downey Jr. So I'm all about Sweet Tooth. So if you want to talk Sweet Tooth with me, I'm all ears. Those are the shits I talk about. I won't talk about no bachelorette shit. I don't watch that bullshit. I don't know. And then they end up, and somebody has a spinoff from there, and then there's a spinoff of a spinoff, and it's just like, what the fuck? And then they end up breaking up. It's like, what the fuck is the point of the show? I don't like this show. Anyway. Movies. Besides everything being a fucking... This is what I'm a little angry about. Like, everything right now, since, the pandemic, all these movies are like pandemic heavy, and it's like, okay, I don't want to see this shit, alright? I lived through this, and then, have me worry, like, there's like pandemic movies where they take the cure, which is supposed to be the real cure in real life, and they fucking turn into zombies, and they eat people, or they're, brain dead, or... I was like, I don't want to see this shit. You're gonna have me worry. I'm like, you want to get vaccinated? No. Did you see that fucking Black Summer or whatever the fuck is the zombie movie? I was like, no, I don't want that shit. I don't want to turn into a zombie. But yeah, everything is like zombie heavy and pandemic heavy, and like I was walking by and my woman was watching Grey's Anatomy, and they were like, oh, it's the pandemic. I'm like, ugh. Can you not put real life in fucking TV life? Like, that's like if Marvel was like, oh man, there's a bigger villain out there. It's not Thanos. It's fucking coronavirus. And then I'll be all out. I'm like, sorry, Marvel. You had a fan. You don't have a fan anymore. I don't want fucking see Ant-Man, quarantine because he can't go outside because of coronavirus. Like, leave that real shit outside. I don't want that shit in the movies and TV shows. Like The Flash. If I see The Flash and they're like, oh no, Barry has to stay in, there's coronavirus, I'll throw up. I don't want to see that shit. Speaking of The Flash, that show got garbage, huh? Anybody who watches The Flash? I was a huge Flash fan. And I just started talking about it in the beginning of the show. Huge Flash fan. Do I like any of the episodes of this new season? No, because it's all about defeating people with love, and that is trash. Bring back the villain that killed. Bring back Reverse Flash. That was the best season. He kills people. That's what you want to see. A guy who runs so fast and then he kills somebody going like this. You know what I'm saying? I love when he kills people like that. I'm starting to vote for all the villains in these shows. I don't know what happened to me. Like, I was like, oh, I like when the good guy wins. I'm starting to like when the bad guy wins. I watch fucking what's the fucking and I like this show too. Cobra Kai. Love Cobra Kai. I'm all for Daniel LaRusso. If you don't know what Cobra Kai is, if you watched Karate Kid back in the day, it's just like spin off of that, but then it shows, the bully, how he ends up being, people side with him, and I like it. I hope fucking Daniel LaRusso fucking loses and everything. Like, when that show came out, I was all about, Johnny winning and Daniel LaRusso losing. I was all about that. Voting for the bad guy in that. But I love that series. That series is cheesy as hell, but it has me. It's like Degrassi. Degrassi was cheesy as hell, but guess what? I watched a lot of episodes of Degrassi, and I'm going to watch all of Cobra Kai. I'm already caught up with Cobra Kai, but that show was so fucking cheesy. I remember there was a fight scene, and it was just extremely cheesy, and I'm like, why am I watching this? 35 years old. Why am I watching this? But it's great. I could keep watching it. But see, I'm going all over the fucking place. I don't even know why I take notes. I take notes and I have them in order, and I never go in order. But at least they're there to just help me fucking fill in the blanks. What else? I said I like these. Forgive me if I'm picking the wrong Asian group. I think the Korean movies. There's like a lot of Korean. Let me just say Asian for now. There's a lot of Asian horror films out, and I'm fucking fan. There was one that it was called the Jinn or some shit like that. It was like a genie and shit. It was like an evil genie movie, and then there was like that was good, and there was Train to Busan. That zombie movie was good, and then they had like I don't know if it was a sequel or a prequel. It's one of those. It wasn't as good as Train to Busan, but it was still good. But I'm a fan, man. They had a whole bunch. There's some that I don't even remember the fucking name of. But I know if I go on my Netflix, I could tell you. But they're killing it, man. If I'm going to watch a zombie movie, it's going to be the Asian ones where you got to read the subtitles and shit. Because those are the good ones. All this other shit that other people are making, it's just like, okay. Walking Dead 10 times. This movie's Walking Dead. This movie's Walking Dead. This movie's Walking Dead. The Asian one's a little better. I like them a little better. But I wanted to talk about I think the Disney movies that turn into like real film, like the Aladdin, for instance. If you guys know, I'm a huge fan of Aladdin. If you didn't know, I'm a huge fan of Aladdin. You could just go through my history on Facebook. I post things about, like little quotes from Aladdin. I sang A Whole New World. I have that on Facebook videos. Go to my videos. You see me singing that in the car. I dressed as the fucking genie for Halloween. So your boy loves Aladdin, right? I do. I was actually watching it last weekend. I was watching it on here because I wanted to do a video on it. But yeah, boy loves Aladdin. So when the movie came out with Will Smith, I thought it was cool. Will Smith, genie. I'm like, he probably do good, right? He's not gonna beat. No one's gonna beat Robin Williams, R.I.P. Because he just killed it. But I was like, I think he'll be good at it, right? And I don't like when they. It's like a 50-50 thing. Like, I don't like when they completely they don't do how the original was. I like some shit that I wanted word for word, scene for scene. I want to see that. That's where video game movies fail. But anyway, but then there I do like some original I like Will Smith. He changed the song Friend Like Me. It was alright, but I do like he put his little spin on it because he can't do it the way Robin Williams did it. You know what I'm saying? So I kind of like his spin on it. But was the movie good? No. And did I want it to be good? Absolutely. I want these movies to do good. Video game movies, I want to do good. But yeah, the movie was just okay. I mean, it's like Will Smith bringing Will Smith there. It's I felt like Fresh Prince of Bel-Air in costume. That's another thing, man. Oh, when fucking actors bring their whole fucking mood from another movie to a new movie, if you know what I'm talking about, like Nicolas Cage. People. This is bad reference because nobody's gonna know who Nicolas Cage is by now. I mean, he used to be famous, but Nicolas Cage is Nicolas Cage in every fucking movie. Shit, what can I bring up? That's like if Keanu Reeves. If you guys saw The Matrix, I always talk about The Matrix too. Keanu Reeves in Matrix and Keanu Reeves in John Wick. So if in John Wick, I saw fucking Keanu Reeves do this, that slow-mo where he's dodging all the fucking bullets, and he's doing that in all his movies because he did that in Matrix. I'm not a John Wick fan no more. And that goes with all these actors. The worst actor that does all that shit is The Rock. The Rock, hands down, is the worst at that. I mean, every fucking movie, he has to be The Rock. My motherfucker, be Dwayne Johnson. I know that Dwayne is a fucking horrible first name. Sorry for all the Dwaynes out there. It's a rough first name. Anyway, stop being The Rock. The Rock, if you don't know his history, he was a wrestler, right? The WWE, he was actually good. I'm a huge fan of The Rock. I shit on him a lot these days, but I was a huge fan back in the day. I thought he was the best wrestler. I thought he had the best, lines or whatever they come up with. I thought he was the best at it. I own 2 of his shirts. Did I want to buy one of his backpacks? Yes. I have a picture I'm gonna post up somewhere where I got my face on his body. So I'm a fan of The Rock, but I do shit on him a lot now because he's all the same shit. Like, his Instagram just bothers the hell out of me. It does. It makes me want to punch a hole through his desk. It's his whole Instagram is him eating fucking French toast, him working out, and him having some long speech about mana. I'm like, dude, I get it. You're Samoan. You're proud. But fuck's sake. I mean, he has paragraphs and paragraphs about mana. How much more shit you gonna say about mana? Like, we get it. Okay, and then in his movies, he's bringing in his fucking mana, everything's mana. I'm like, oh, gonna throw up. But anyway, The Rock is a good example because The Rock, he brings like almost every movie he has to do one of his like the rock bottom or a fucking wrestling signature move. I'm like, it's so fucking cheesy. I remember the rundown. He does the rock bottom. There's so much things like he had a movie where he had a prosthetic leg and he's doing fucking jump clotheslines and I'm like, this ain't wrestling. You don't have to bring the fucking Rock and everything. And this is why, like, I don't like. I'm not a fan of none of these movies he's coming out with. He came out with. He just posted. He wrapped it up. Wrapped it. He wrapped it up. I'm not editing that shit. That's staying in here. I said wrapped it up. He wrapped up making this whatchamacallit, I guess DC comic movie, Black Adam, right? And he's been souping this shit up like crazy. He's like when Black Adam hits, it's gonna be way better than the Marvel universe and any DC movie out. And I wanted just to send him a comment and say, no. And that's it. Am I gonna get blocked? Probably. I'm like, no, it's not. I'm sorry, Rock, Dwayne, it's not. Let me tell you, it's gonna get a lot of views. Of course, it's a superhero movie. It's The Rock. The Rock alone gets a lot of views. Whatever the fuck he posts. That's why he could post him eating French toast every fucking day, and he'll get 1 million likes on each one. I mean, if you go to his Instagram, he's eating all the time. Eating French toast, French toast, French toast. Oh, pancakes, 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 French toast, pancakes. And you're like, and all of those things get 1 million likes because he's just The Rock. Everybody's just gonna want to see it, right? But it's the same thing. He says the same thing. He's like we don't know already, motherfucker. 200 posts ago, I already know. I know the ingredients. I know how to make it. It's 4-inch, brioche toast. You like brioche because it has a little hint of sweet. He says the same shit all the time, so I'm like, I fucking know it. I can be The Rock. But I could post about French toast. I know how to make it. He uses milk. Lets it soak for a little bit. A little cinnamon. It's terrible how I know that. I know how he makes his fucking pancakes. Because every post is pancakes and French toast. That's it. And him working out. We're in the Iron Paradise here. I like to get up and get after it. And the same shit. It's like, okay, dude. I mean, be different. Do something new. Now he has a new thing he's posting is fishing. So far, it's 4 posts about fishing. he captures the same fish, and he's like, we do healthy fishing out here, and then he throws it back in the fucking water. It's like, okay. Am I going to see this all the time now? It's like, you kind of want to unfollow him, but I can't do it, But anyway, what the fuck was I saying? I don't even know what the fuck I was saying. I was just complaining about The Rock. About him doing, the rock bottom in every movie he's in. Anyway, he was saying Black Adam. That's where I was at. He was saying Black Adam is going to be the best. And yes, it's going to make a lot of money because, one, it's The Rock. Everybody's going to want to see The Rock in something. 2, it's a superhero movie. Everybody's going to want to see a superhero movie. So he's going to make a shit ton of money, but it's going to go to his head. People are going to be like, he's going to think it's the best movie. Let me tell you right now, it's never going to compare to the Marvel Universe. Your shitty little Black Adam movie is not going to compete with the Marvel Universe. I'm sorry. It might be, you might do good like on the DC range, you might be better than all the DC movies, but I tell you right now, and just like I told you, Rush Hour is going to suck. Black Adam is not going to be the better than the Marvel Universe. I don't know why the fuck he even said that. If I was like the Marvel Universe, it'd be like, dude, chill. Go fucking lift 300-pound dumbbell, Stay in your lane, bro. And I bet you he does one of his moves. He has to. He's The Rock. He's gonna be Black Adam. He's gonna do rock bottom on fucking one of the DC characters. I don't know, Green Lantern or some shit. Shazam. He's gonna do the people's elbow on Wonder Woman. He always has to bring The Rock and everything. So it's I don't know. Am I gonna watch it? Yes. Am I embarrassed that I'm gonna watch it? Yes. But I mean, I see a lot of shitty movies anyway. Like, speaking of shitty movies, like, this is hard to say. Fast and Furious. R.I.P. Paul Walker before I just destroy the rest of the series. Because, no, let's say this. When he was in it, I loved it. The first Fast and Furious, yep. Did I come out of the theater thinking my fucking Pontiac Grand Am was souped up and could beat any car on the street? I sure did. I remember watching the first Fast and Furious. I came outside. I went in my Pontiac Grand Am and I was like, vroom, vroom, vroom. And it went nowhere. I drove an automatic. Did I pretend like it was stick? Yeah, so I would shift from drive to fucking first gear to second gear to drive. Did I look like an asshole? Yep. Did I try to race faster cars? I sure did. Love first Fast and Furious. I used to hit the fucking stereo button and be like, NOS. I used to do this in my face. Make sure like wind was going through my face when actually it wasn't. I was going like, the speed limit. But yes, love first Fast and Furious. Like the second one. The second one's Tokyo Drift. What the fuck was going on there? But sure, okay. And then I don't know what happened. That shit got so ridiculous. And it keeps getting ridiculous. Like, I'm all caught up with all the Fast and Furious. I saw all of them except this new one out. Fast 9. Am I going to watch them all? Yes, I might as well. I've come this far. Have they been trash up to here? Yeah. I don't even want to watch Fast 9 and wait until it comes out so I can just watch it here at home. I don't want to watch it in the theater. Because there was the one with, I don't know which fucking Fast one, but the one where Jason Statham was the bad guy and they have him and Dom have the fight at the end, and I was like, oh my god, that was like the worst line ever, like ever. I used to think the one in Blade was pretty bad, like Blade Part 1. I love that movie, but at the end he looks at the guy, the bad guy. I don't know what the fucking name is. Anyway, he looked at him and he was like, some motherfucker's always trying to ice skate uphill with rollerblades and not sneakers. He said some ridiculous shit like that, and I was like, ooh, unnecessary line. Like, why the fuck he had to put that there? He could have said, like, peace out, motherfucker, or some shit, No, he said some motherfuckers try to upskate uphill with rollerblades when the downhill is skating, and then we should wear sneakers. So he says that terrible line, and I thought that was the worst line. But then, nope, Vin Diesel surely took that shit from me. You know what he says? He's fighting Jason Statham and the ground's cracking. And he stomps on the ground real hard, which, if you stomp on the ground real hard, it's going to break the whole fucking ground. Because that's what happens, right? That's what happens in reality. So he looks at Jason Statham and he goes, "You know what? The thing with the streets is the streets always win." And then he stomps, and then the fucking whole ground, he makes an earthquake and the ground breaks and Jason Statham falls. Worst line in movie history. Worst line in movie history. I mean, beat that. Somebody send me something, because beat that. It's the worst. I was like, wow. Good job, Vin. And that's why I don't want to see this Fast 9. Like, I don't want to pay for it. You know? I do want to finish the series. I know they got one last one after this one coming out, and then that's about it. But I love all the memes already. And I already knew what it was going to be about, because he does say, you know, family in every Fast and the Furious movie. So I already know. Like, I see memes. They're fucking hilarious. Whoever makes those memes, I mean, they kill it. Like, the family thing is so funny. There's a gazillion of them out there. You just look up, you know, family memes and you just laugh. And I already knew he's going to say it, because he says that about everything. And another thing, John Cena's in that movie, and I'm not a fan of John Cena at all. At all. I don't like him in movies. I think, hey man, you got too many muscles. I'll post a picture of you. He always looks uncomfortable in everything he wears. I'm posting pictures of him. This one, he's wearing like cargo shorts. He looks uncomfortable. And it's just like, dude, too many muscles. Like, lean the fuck up. He looks like, his suits look like old Steve Harvey suits. Like, you know how he looks like a box? Looks like SpongeBob and shit. That's how John Cena looks like in a lot of these suits. And like, I don't like him in movies. He's so fucking corny and cheesy. Like, he was in this, what is it, Bad Dads or something. I don't like him in movies, but he's supposed to be, like, in Suicide Squad. They say he's funny in there. I'm like, all right, sure, I'll watch it, but man, we'll see. And then I don't even like him in the, you know, reality series. He's a prick. I don't even know how he has a woman. Like, no, the shit that he says and the rules. He has rules. You know, like how you flush a toilet, coasters. He has everything. So, you know, if you're, you know, living with him, I mean, you probably hate life. Because, yeah, when I saw him on a reality show and I seen, like, he has a rule for his girl and she has to do all this and she has to sign this. And I'm like, oh, she should have left him right there. But anyway, yeah, I don't like him in movies. And he plays Dom's brother. And I'm like, oh, God. I'm like, I hope he gets killed off. If, you know, you guys could spoiler alert this for me. Like, I don't give a shit. When this comes out on Wednesday, if I'm sure I'm not going to see it by then. Let me know what happens. I hope he gets killed off. Like, I don't want to Google it. I just want y'all to tell me. Yeah, he dies. And that'd be great. Because if he's going to go on to the next one, gonna throw up. I was glad that The Rock got out of the fucking thing. I didn't want him in there either. Because, yeah, he got a ridiculous character. He has to... He punches hole through concrete. Sure. Okay. What movie are we watching here? Is this Black Adam? He punches hole through concrete. He rips off jail cell doors. I'm like, okay. Hey, Rock, you know, we get it. You're strong. You're going to keep showing us you're strong? It's so fucking ridiculous. And when he held the chain, he's like, he held the chain to the fucking helicopter. I was like, oh, come on. And people in theaters clapping like, okay, that happens. You know what happens in real life? He would have grabbed that chain, the helicopter, ripped his fucking arm out of his muscly socket. That's what would have happened. And I you know, that would have made for a better movie. I'm like, oh, you thought you could hold the fucking chain with one hand on a helicopter? You're stupid. There goes your arm. Your arm, go find it. Fucking somewhere in the Grand Canyon somewhere, some deep hole. But yeah, fucking Fast and Furious got so ridiculous. I'm like, oh God, like, it's painful to watch. And I know some people still like it, but good for you. But I checked out a long time ago. I mean, can you beat the original? No. I mean, every character in the original was dope, and like, you know, Tyrese, I liked him in the second one, and that's it. You know, he did a little funny jokes, and then, like, it got stupid. It's stupid. But yeah, I could go on. Damn, I've been getting these been going longer and longer. You know, I always said I'm gonna keep it at 30 minutes, and yeah, I'm about to go on 40 minutes right now. But yeah, let me stop because like I said, I'm a nerd. I could talk about fucking movies all day. That's what I like doing, by the way. I like movies and shit like that, and anything techie. I like. The other day actually, I tried virtual reality for the first time, and yep, don't give a fuck how much it costs. I will own one in this house. In this house, there will be one. It was fantastic. I was playing some fucking Star Wars game, and fucking Darth Vader. I took something, I threw it at his face, and I took something, I threw at Star Troopers. I grabbed a Star Trooper by the throat, and it looked like it was actually me doing it. I was a fan, and then Darth Vader grabbed me by the throat, picked me up, and killed me. And I was like, I need this game in my life. I do. So yeah, I'm gonna own that. But yeah, I could talk about movie all the time. But anyway, like I said, next episodes they're not no more topic heavy. I'm just gonna go random. I mean, because these are the random thoughts I have in my head, and then, like I said, I make these notes and I don't even fucking follow them. But anyway, I do want to bring light to something. I always say I'm not gonna talk about the fitness thing. Let me tell you, man, I'm struggling with this whole fitness video thing. It's not, it's about me fucking recording myself working out. It's tough. It's tough. I need somebody. So anybody want to record me working out? It's a job that no one's going to want to take. But yeah, if you want to record me working out, I need your help on that. Because getting angles is really ridiculous. I mean, it is. But I'm sure when I get to the editing part, it's going to be way easier than actually recording. But anyway, when that finally comes out, you're going to see me wear a lot of this. I did want to, last one, I promoted a guy. He started his own clothing company. And this is my brother. He started doing the same thing. But, his, I understand his because we were always guys that, we're fat, but we're also muscly too, So, we do have muscle, and we are strong. So he started a company based off that, and it is called Fat Swole. Let's see if you guys can see it. I'm gonna stand up, and I like it. I like what it represents. I wear it all the time, and all the fitness videos you're gonna see me in this shirt. Pretty much all of them. I got different colors, I got the same color like 3 different times, but yeah, when he makes more, I'm gonna post his page, his social. I mean, every time I see this guy working out, it makes me want to work out, and he's just on the journey right now. I mean, he went through weight loss changes, and you gain, you lose, you gain. It's like the fucking stock market. It's up, it's down, it's up, it's down. But anyway, he posts a lot of working out stuff, and I really like it. If you want it, I'm going to post his socials and all his stuff so you could go get your own shirts. I don't know what else he's making, but fucking ask him, slide in his DMs, ask him. But I'll post his stuff. But yeah, that's what I do, man. I support, if you start your own clothing company, anything that's, a friend, if you're a friend of mine and you're starting your own shit, I support that, man. I ordered a bunch of these shirts. The other guy, I ordered a bunch of his shirts and hats, but yeah, support, your friends making shit, fuck Nike. Nike got enough money. Everybody goes to Nike. Okay. Just so they can be cool. Just do it. All right. I get more traction on these shirts. If I go into the gym with this shirt, how much people come up to me, or they'll try to read the shirt. They'll get close to me and they'll be like, "That's swole." They're like, "Where do you get that from?" And the other one that I was wearing, the Thought Provoke, everybody's like, "Where do you get that from?" And I let them know. But yeah, I get more traction wearing this shit than fucking a green Nike reflective shirt. But yeah, man, dope shit, man. Support your friends, and if they're making shit, support that. Anyway, that's it for today. But I think the next episode is gonna be wild because it's me, not prepared at all. This, and that's how I like it. I just want to turn on the camera, and it's 1, 2, 3, go. So, and no topics. I mean, not unless you guys want me to do a topic, but It's going to be no topics. It's going to be off the top of the dome. And I'm going to try something with this green screen next episode so you guys can stop seeing this fucking background. I'll probably just put like a green screen background. Not actually green screen, but I'll have like I don't know, curtains behind me or something, or put wood panel. You know, you can do anything. I can make that into anything. You know, I can make it look like I'm doing the fucking show in the sky. So I'm gonna try that for the next episode. But anyway, thanks for watching. Talk to you later.
Oh, don't be angry.
I'm not angry. I think it's funny.